All right, welcome everybody. It's June 19th, 2021. My name is Eric. The name of my YouTube channel is Eric's Eye Opener. And today we're going to do a short video on Julian Assange. I'm just going to call it Free Assange. Last week I had a Zoom call with his father, John, and his brother, Gabriel, and Ray McGovern and John Kiriakou were on the call. It was an excellent call. I was very moved by their discussion. And I attended an event here in Milwaukee. Now, for those of you who don't know, there's a tour. They are doing a tour of the United States right now. And there's probably about 6 or 7 cities left, I think, on the East Coast. And it's called Homerun4 Assange, all right, .com. So everybody should look that up, especially if they're on the East Coast. And everybody should go out and support this guy. So there's a few things I want to talk about here. First of all, I was very moved. As I was, and just overcome with emotion. As I was approaching the event, it was scheduled at 10 o'clock this morning. I saw only about 30, 35 people there. And about 10 of them were pretty much regulars here, anti-war activists here in Milwaukee. A lot of them are getting old right now, and so they don't make it to all the events. But it was just really very, very sad, knowing what Julian, his father, is going through, and Julian and his brother. Just to think, all the people out there who have children know what it's like to fear something happening to your child, or many of you have had a tragedy happen to your child. But this is a really prolonged torture that Julian Assange is going through. They're keeping him in a glass enclosure 23 hours a day with a little slit in it. I mean, he really hasn't committed any crimes. All he did was publish, right, the information that was given to him. So this is not the Espionage Act doesn't cover this at all, right? So before I even get into that, though, I do want to mention that I had another Zoom call about a month and a half ago. Ray McGovern was attending that one as well, but this was with Nils Melzer, who's Special Rapporteur on Torture for the United Nations. Nils did a great job. He is half Swedish and half Swiss, and he does both speak Swedish and read Swedish. So he, of course, was privy to the documents there, the law enforcement documents. He did go there, and he was able to read and, of course, discover that all of this was a construct, completely. We know that there were never any charges to begin with, all right? All these was allegations that were made, and all of this, again, constructed. This is an attempt to smear people who are revealing things that obviously centralized power doesn't want to have revealed, right? So Nils Melzer, God bless him. It's very difficult. These special rapporteurs, look, they only have so much power. The United States is a very powerful organization with regard to the United Nations. But these special rapporteurs are very impressive. Just like Philip Alston, who came to the United States in 2017 and said that this is a third world country. He went down south and into some parts of Los Angeles. But people don't realize, places like Camden, New Jersey, used to have Panasonic and Campbell's Soup. They used to be thriving, and you look at Detroit, right? Flint, Michigan, even places, the rough parts of Cincinnati and Cleveland. This country is really dissolving, right? It's really disintegrating, and people are not watching it. And this is what I wanted to talk about with regard to the Espionage Act. It happens gradually. Julian Assange's father, John, had mentioned the Espionage Act today when he was speaking, and I had to get in, of course. Look, the fact is, this is a pernicious destruction of the First Amendment and freedom itself. And so, we know what's going on with these things. They do it gradually so people don't notice. They don't know what's happening. It happens over time. And this is very, very effective. So, look, we have the Patriot Act. The Patriot Act was implemented by George Bush. Nobody protested. We didn't have protests here. If this had happened in Europe, people would have stood up and went crazy. With something like this. And they are, anything that's implemented like this in Europe gets an immediate response, especially in France. They're very aware of what's going on. We know their history with the French Revolution and the Paris Commune. And so, the United States is waiting till it's too late, and people are too complacent here. So the Patriot Act, we also saw a far more egregious version of it with Barack Obama's National Defense Authorization Act of 2012. We saw that Chris Hedges sued him. He had 2 co-plaintiffs, Noam Chomsky and Daniel Ellsberg. They won, but it was overturned by the banks. That's the way it works. All right, these are the most powerful people, the people that own everything, and these are the people that are smearing Julian Assange, right? So, I think about this. This is really about truth. And I think about Mark Twain. Mark Twain said, if you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. I like to say you don't have to, you don't have to make anything up. I think both are fair. Who am I to redact Mark Twain? I love Mark Twain, and Mark Twain did a great job, and really to really show what happened here. I would say that his quote that a lie can travel halfway around the world before the truth is finished putting on its shoes is very powerful. That's what that statement did about Julian Assange raping people, raping 2 girls, right? That traveled around the world. This is how they attack us. They attack us on an emotional level, right? They do not attack us on an intellectual level. What they want to do is bypass all of our rational thinking and go straight to the primal urges, and that's what happens with rape. People hear rape, they hear the name Julian Assange, they make the connection, that's it. They're angry, all right? And they will not support him. And this is all constructed by the government. They did this with Jim Garrison and a whole lot of whistleblowers. They smear them completely. Jim Garrison, of course, was the district attorney from New Orleans that was convinced the CIA had assassinated JFK. But they smeared him, they destroyed his reputation, and this is what they're doing to Julian. All right, and this is why we had such a small turnout here today. And many people don't even know about it because the mainstream media will not even carry any news on Julian Assange, well, besides negative news if they do. And so, very, very sad. And I think there's another example here. Look, with regard to, I think I did mention it, yeah, Chris Hedges. Well, Chris Hedges also said, if you want to know what they have planned for us, just take a look at our prison system, right? Russia has 6.5 times less people in prison than we do. I'm talking about adjusted for population. Same thing with China, 7 times less people in prison than we do, right? We're told these are the oppressive countries. So why is this happening? And so, I think people really have to take a good, hard look at what's going on so they can understand. As Hedges said, this is what they have planned for us. And if you take a look at the record of Kamala Harris in California, and you look at Joe Biden's omnibus crime bill, you can see this is what they have been doing. They've been prolonging the sentences of nonviolent prisoners and utilizing them for slave labor, right? For prison labor, fighting fires in Arizona now and been fighting fires in California. This is what they want from all of us. If we don't stop this now, and that's what Julian did, he came to bat for us, right? Nobody else is going to continue to come to bat for you. We need to come to bat for him now. And that's when we make things happen. And so I hope that people really will start to wake up. And, with regard to these remaining cities, people will look at this website. Again, Homerun4Julian. People will look at that website and see the remaining cities and attend these events and meet his family. These are really, really incredibly impressive, very kind people. His father John and his brother Gabriel. So I really enjoyed them. I had time to speak with both of them personally, and I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful, and I feel as a parent, as I say, I feel as a parent, but just as a human being. There are human beings that don't care about other human beings, and there are people that are completely antithetic to that sentiment, and that is Julian Assange, right? He came out there for us. So I hope that people will do the same. I hope that people will think about this. And really start to support Julian even more. Whatever we can do to start a wave here and create more of a support for Julian and his family. And so I guess that's it for today. I just wanted to get this message out there. Again, I'm grateful for the ability to get the message out the best I can. All right. So it's June 19th, 2021. I hope I didn't say the 20th. It's tough to keep those dates straight. Eric's Eye Opener is my YouTube channel, and let's free Julian Assange. All right, thanks everybody. Take care now. Bye-bye.